What do you do for a living?
I'm a master chef, one of the best in the world.
When did you start cooking?
At the age of 5. It started out with one car garage. And after the word got out that I was over here, my first family that came in, they went to the Buccaneer where I used to work, and they asked where I was at. And somebody sneaked and told them that I had my own little thing going in Harris. They left the Buccaneer and they came here for dinner. And they said, you know, we had to find you because we know what you can do. And it started out from there. Our 4-member family came here and started spreading the word about Chef Jerome was out here in Harris Neck doing this thing. And the word just got out. And this was my second kitchen right here. And this is where Ben used to come and hang out with me. Ben just staying like right here. I mean, it was so tight, we had to squeeze by each other to get his inside here. I had 1, 2, 3 fire layers here, and then I had a little sink right over here. And the people park their car right up to this door here. Hey, chef. I'll be waving at them, you know.
It's a great place because, you know, you drive up and it's this total ramshackle kind of place that's got all sorts of stuff nailed to the walls, and, you know, there's a million pictures on the walls inside, and I mean, you just know that this place is just like this total, I can't even think of the right word, but this kind of this lyrical place of imagination, I guess, and just doing whatever it is you want to do. And I think places like that are cool.
So after people started coming in more and more, I told my wife, I said, honey, we got to give up your office, because she loved going in there, laying down in her bed and watching her big screen TV. She said, what? I said, yeah. I said, we got family. Our family's growing.
My favorite thing about him most is when I tell him no, he'll go ahead and do it anyway, you know. And I kind of like that, because if it's something that I want, and I said, no, don't do that, you know, don't get that, and he'll get it anyway, knowing that I want it, you know, all the time.
Well, I don't know, just he's a good all-around person, really, you know. He's a people person, definitely.
The chef has all sorts of stories, and a lot of stories he tells really touches, and the people that come in, they just love listening to everything.
Well, Jerome is compassionate. He has a big heart. He wants to help everybody, which I usually tell him, you can't save the world, you know.
This is a good environment. Chef Jerome and his wife are very nice people. They do whatever they can to help you.
He has a big heart. He wants to help everybody. He's outgoing and friendly, and likes to make people feel comfortable and at home.
Like a family thing, because everybody come here and I want them to feel like family. And having a picture makes me warm and makes me comfortable. When I have something on my mind, I can just look around and just look at the people that I fed. And they all part of me because they got my food in their system. A lot of memories here. I will never be lonely as long as I got you guys. I'll never be lonely. If I have something on my mind, all I gotta do is come in and just walk around, just look at the walls, look at the beauty and the love that it portrays to Chef Jerome, you know.
I just feel like family here, and I don't have any family here, and they're like my family away from home, so they're good people.
He's just different, you know. To me, he's different than anybody I've ever met.
Well, I was inspired by making breakfast for my mother was giving birth to my baby brother, and she told me to go in the kitchen. She said, you're the smartest out of all 3 of my children. So she said, listen to Mama very carefully. I want you to go in there and make me some breakfast.
Well, I think Jerome will be successful with or without me, because this is what he wants to do, and he is a very determined person to do what he wants to do. There is no changing his mind.
Well, what actually made me open the restaurant up is when I got my calling 3 years ago. I injured a lid on my shoulder about 8:15 on a Sunday night, and I heard a little voice say, it's time to move on. And I made about 3 steps, and the tap on my shoulder. So she said, "It's time to move on." And then I know that was my calling. So the trend, they wrote about my famous wheelchair platter. A lot of people was curious about where the name came from. I would say that a wheelchair inspiration came from the man upstairs because he gave me the name, most definitely. He gave me the name at, I think it was 3:15 in the morning. He said, "Get on up, write this down." And he said, "I'm gonna give you a platter. I want your name in the wheelchair." And he told me what to put on it. And we don't tell nobody what's on that platter. You have to trust the chef. Those words are directly from Ben Affleck. Trust the chef. You don't ask nobody, but he said, "I trust my chef." And that's all you need to say. And anybody that works here, and like you come here the first time and you say, "Hey, what's on the wheelchair platter?" And then of course, we have that person telling you what's on that platter. They don't work there anymore. That's how serious it is. You trust your chef because he's feeding you. And then I had a patio where people just sit out underneath the oak tree. And I said, now I need to do some of that and protect the people when the rain come up. And that's when I built the Ben Affleck room. And the reason I named it that because he was my first celebrity that came in here. So I said, well, I'm gonna name it the Ben's room. And I did. And I got people now calling, asking for Ben's room. There go Ben and I in the kitchen together. That's my brother in Christ. Because there's my brother right there. I've never called him by his name yet. It's always been my bro. Tonight that he came here in 2:05, my wife came running back to my little kitchen. She said, "You know who's here?" I said, "My brother's here." That's all I had to say. I knew he was here. And Ben still will be #1 here at the old school diner. Always. Him and his lovely wife, Jennifer Gardner. I love those people dearly. Here he is again. And he told me, the night I told him he was the man, he said, "No, you the man." And he kind of like punched me right here. And he said, "Don't let nobody ever tell you nothing different. You are the man." So I accept his challenge, saying I'm the man, because I know nobody can touch Chef Jerome in the kitchen. And it came on. As we got bigger, I started enlarging the place. And now we got the curly room. Seats over 200 people.
And also, too, I think it's sort of definitely part of the Southern vernacular. I mean, you come up to a place like this, you meet someone you've never met before, you exchange your life stories, and then you probably go on and never meet again, but your life is richer for it. And you also get some really great hush puppies out of the deal, so, I mean, what are you going to do?
Oh, the food is excellent. I think I probably gained about 12 pounds since I've been working here.
Me, I kind of like the barbecue.
My favorite of his is the fried shrimp.
He told me a few days ago, he says Gorilla Glue can't even hold his barbecue together. You know, it just falls apart. You know, he's good. Makes his own sauce, everything. Won't give me the recipe, but
but I'm always munching and trying to grab me a shrimp here and a hush puppy there, so the food is excellent.
My restaurant is one of the most unique restaurants in the whole world. It's a family environment. It's a place that you dream of coming to and being part of. It's a restaurant that you come to that you don't want to leave. It's a restaurant that wants you to bring the world. But we know we can't serve the whole world, but we're going to do our best to try and serve most of the people.